Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. So today we're gonna color a page out of Daydreams by Hannah Carlson, and let's see, I picked out, it's a pretty simple page. Let's see, I picked out this one. I figured we would play with some Neo 2s and see how it comes out. So that's what we're gonna do. So let me see, let me zoom in some. See, like so. And we're gonna start. I do have the 30 set of Neo 2s, so it's the colors from this set that we're gonna be using. So I've already picked out some colors. So I think we're gonna start with some Prussian blue, and I am using the Derwent water brushes. So everything I'm using, I'll put a link for in the description, in case you want to check it out. So just gonna start with some of the Prussian blue, and I'm gonna hope it turns out. I'm trying to be careful with it because it's so easy to get where you don't want it. Let's see, I think I might just ignore this line because I'm not really sure why there's a line there other than just to show that that's the face there. Let's see, I also have my Caran d'Ache palette in case I need to use that, probably for the eye at least. And I'm not gonna go all the way to the edge in all the places because you can just pull it out. Let's see, so let's just go around here. Basically go around the outline, or at least of the body. I'm gonna do the fins different color. Let's see, let's just get some here and here. And this is also for my hashtag for the month, which is watercolor April 2021. And it also counts for Shannon's and Ashley's. They also have like water medium hashtags. Let's see, like so. I'm gonna pull it out a little bit. Might have to go in with a second layer. See, try not to get too much in the eye. I already got some in the eye, but it's alright. See, like so. Maybe a little bit more around here. Try to get it a little bit closer to the lines over here, like so-ish. Let's see, then I'm gonna go in with some of the light blue. So I'm just gonna pretty much go over a little bit of the Prussian blue and pull it out. I am by no means an expert. I'm just kind of playing around, trying to get used to using them, and they're so much fun to play with. So let's see here. And I am like not pressing hard at all, just kind of scribbling it on. Let's see, like here. This one's a little easier to work with because I guess I've used it less, so it's got a little bit more of a point to it. really love using water mediums in Hannah Carlson's books because they take it really well. At least I think that they do. And I do use a lot of water. Let's see, let's just pull this in towards the middle. Hopefully this looks decent enough for me to actually upload. Let's see, let's get the tail here. I'm not sure if I'm doing a background. Obviously we could do like a watercolor background because I do want to go all watercolor on this page, but background might take a while. I might just do a separate video for the background maybe, and then maybe put in some music and speed it up so that y'all don't have to sit through a whole like hour-and-a-half long video just watching me do background, because that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. So turquoise blue is the last color we're gonna use for the body. Let's see here. It's okay if it looks a little blotchy and messy, because that will smooth out when you put water on it, I hope. These are definitely easier to work with than like ink tints, because you know, ink tints, once that's dry, it ain't moving nowhere. So, but this you can move around. Just make sure you let it dry before you start putting water back on it, so that it doesn't peel the paper. Let's see, I'm going to leave a little bit of a white spot there so we can pull it in towards the middle, so that'd be a little bit of a highlight. Wow, doesn't that look gorgeous? Let's see, let's get some on the tail here. Probably won't be much room for a highlight there, but it's alright. See, like so. Then I'm going to take my water brush. I think I'm going to use the number 2, because this is a pretty big open area. So, and I guess, I don't know if I want to start on the outside and work my way in. Usually I start light and go in towards the dark, but I might just go in with the dark first. Let's see. But I mean, you can start wherever you want. Let's see here. Just kind of activate it all. Get this, is it a lip? Oh, no, I guess it is a lip, even though it's a fish. Let's see, like so. I did get some in like the other part of the lip, but it's okay. Just blend it into the lighter blue. Those were, I think, about the only 2 blues that I had in my set. I'm gonna have to get some open stock to kind of fill in the gaps. Let's get some here. You can always blend them on the palette too if you want to do that. This is just kind of like a base, and then we'll see what the base looks like, and might add some in after from a palette, or just maybe scribble over again. Let's see. Here, so a little, you can see a little marks on the paper, but that will get blended out with the water, or smoothed out with the water, hopefully. Let's see. I just realized that this blue color is kind of making her look like Dory from Finding Nemo. Or Finding Dory, whichever one. Let's eye. So you pull this in. And I just keep wiping my brush on a piece of paper towel. I'll have to squeeze my thingy a little bit because it's not letting too much water out. It's harder to smooth out when there's not enough water on your brush. Let's just get some more water in the, what is it in the word just left my brain. Chamber, in the water chamber. I think that's what it's called. I haven't completely woke up yet. I'm still drinking my morning coffee. Let's see here. Let's just get some of this up here done. And it's okay if some goes into the fins, because just make it more tie in with the rest of the fish. Just get this here and pull it up. And I see I got a dog hair on my page. Wipe some of this off and blend it out into this turquoisey color. This was a little, like a blob of pigment that dropped on my page. And this should not bleed through. And I say that now, and then I'm going to look on the other side, and because I said that, it's probably going to have bled through. But normally it doesn't. Here I'm gonna have to go and blend this out a little bit more. In those rough edges that you can sometimes get with the start and stopping point, you can smooth out by going back over. With a clean brush. See here. Up in here. And then get the tail. I might have to go get my heat gun. I don't know how quick it dries. Here. I just got some into over here, but that's okay. doesn't really bother me. Let's see, like so. I'll wipe this off because it's very like pigmented on the tail because it's such a small area. So yes, this over here dry. It's pretty dry. I might just go and get my heat gun and dry it a little bit more so that we don't just sit around and wait for it to dry. So I think I'm just gonna go get my heat gun and dry it, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've dried my page, and if you're wondering what kind of heat gun I'm using the Ranger heated craft tool. I will try to find a link for it and put it in the description. It's a great heat gun, and it's quiet because I know some are very loud, but this one's pretty quiet, and I like it a lot. I've had it for a couple of years, and it's still going strong. So let's see, let's start doing these fins or whatever. So I'm going to start with some emerald green. I'll probably also do the lips the same color just to tie it all in. Let's see, I need to move the stuff. Let's just get some in here, and it's okay if you get some in the body because, like I said, it'll just kind of, blue and green blend really well together, so it'll just make a little bit of a blend between the two. Let's see, like so. Pull it out a little bit and do the same thing over here, or down here really, like so. And over here, that was a weird voice that I just made there. I don't even know what happened there. Clearly haven't had enough coffee yet. But I figured, because it I wanted to get my recording done early today because it looks like it's gonna storm, and just in case the power goes out, wanted to get it done early. Usually, at least I wait until after my coffee, but I figured I'd hurry up and try to get some done, just in case. I'm gonna go in with some yellow green. Let's see, over the rest here, and this is a very bright green. It's very pretty. It's one of my favorite in the Pablos too. I'm always using it for leaves if I want pretty bright leaves. Let's see, and I'm not going to go like all the way to the edge because we can just pull it out. Well, actually down here I will go almost all the way to the edge. Let's see, like so. Here, try to get those a little bit blended together on the paper. They'll blend better once they're activated though, because it's a pretty big difference between these two greens. That's what I like about water mediums. You can always make it blend the colors, because get so many different gradients of the colors once you activate them. You can make them more vibrant, and you can make them more diluted with more water. And you can pretty much always get a decent blend. See, like so. We'll probably have to go back over with this. But we'll see what it looks like once it's all activated. Just cleaning my brush. I don't really want to pull too much of that blue into it. Okay, so just start down here. and just activate. And I mean, your page will crinkle, but that doesn't bother me. I like the sound. Let's see. Hold the page down a little. And I need more water in my brush. Or in the chamber. Let's see here. Like so. So I've got to turn my book a little bit. And hold my page down with my other hand, because it's like wobbly. Try not to get it too blotchy. So you can put a decent amount of water on here and it won't peel. As long as you don't like scrub or anything, it should be okay. It also helps when your paper is laying more flat and it's got some backing. I'm getting some of that darker green into the lighter green just to make it a little bit more blended. See here, I'm gonna have to definitely wipe my brush because the dark will completely cover up the lighter green if I don't wipe it off. So I guess in smaller areas it's easier to go from light to dark, just so that the dark doesn't completely take over. But on bigger areas, as long as you don't put way too much dark down, you can go from dark to light and it'll just create like a gradient. At least that is my experience, but I am absolutely not an expert with Neo 2s. And I just got some into the water, or well, I'm guessing it would be water there because it's a fish. But it's okay, we'll cover that up with the background. Let's see, like so, and that creates like a nice little gradient there. I like it. So, and that's also very important when you're coloring. As long as you like it, that's all that matters. And as long as you're enjoying it, that's really all that matters. And at least to me, that's easy to forget sometimes. So very philosophical this morning, apparently. Let's see, get some in here, like so. I feel like I need more water in the chamber there. You can use a regular brush for this too if you want to do that. I just I don't know, I'm very on and off with the whole regular brushes. Sometimes I prefer the regular brushes, sometimes I prefer water brushes. Guess it just depends. I'm not the best at controlling my water either, so that's why I often reach for my water brushes. Let's see, get some of this here. Let's wipe this off so we can pull it out a little. this there. Like so. I'll pull it out a little bit because I do want that blend. Let's see here. Like so. And I am also going to do the lips with this green color, so I'm just going to grab my emerald green and just grab some off the bottom here. If I can, you know, get some pigment off of it, water in my brush would be handy. See, am I even getting anything out of here? I don't know. I may actually have to, yeah, this is wet. Let me actually dry it first. And, oh, sorry. I'll dry it on camera now, this one time, just in case y'all want to see how this works and how loud it is. If you don't want to see that, you can probably skip ahead a couple of minutes. Or, it doesn't take very long. But yeah, you can just skip ahead and, yeah. So yeah, it's not very loud. I don't know if y'all can hear me over it. I'm assuming you can. So, and this is also very close to the camera. So, but it's very nice. And it's small too, which is very handy. So, just get it all dry. I think that should be good. Yep. Okay, now I'm gonna do the lips. So let's get some pigment off of here. I can't even tell if I got some. Let's try. Probably should have used a smaller brush for this. Yeah, I got a little bit off of here. It wasn't very much. But it's alright. I'm gonna use a smaller brush for this anyway. Because it's kind of a tiny area. Okay, so I'm just going to use number 1 instead of number 2. And do the same. Might be a little easier with a smaller brush to pick up. There we go. That's way better. So just put it in like this. Then I am going to go and get this, the lighter green that we used. Pick up some pigment off of this. And I'm using the wrong brush. Good Lord. This one. Note to self. 2 cups of coffee is not enough. Let's see. And didn't get any pigment over there. This is taking longer than the whole drying process. Okay, here. I should have gotten some on here now. Or maybe not. Maybe it's just because it's so light. Okay, here. I can see water on my thingy now. Man, the struggle is real. There. Like I said, not that used to using my Neo 2s. Let's see. Here. Like so. There we go. Okay, so I don't even know what I want to do for the eye. Let's see, obviously the pupil will be black, but I'm gonna put some blue down first. I'm just gonna pick it up from the, I'm gonna put it on with a brush and not with the crayon, because it's a very tiny area. So I'm just using the darker blue that we used, the Prussian blue I think we used. And I'm going to put blue down first. And then I'm going to put black on top. Sorry, I keep moving around on my chair. Let's see, and then we're going in with the black. And we're just gonna go straight on top of the blue with it. Probably should have done the eye color first, but it's okay. See, like so, and it creates a deeper black instead of just a flat black. You can just keep going over if you want to. And you can put some more blue on top if you want to do that. See, like so. That looks pretty okay. And then I might just go with a green eye because I kind of want to keep a limited palette. So maybe I'll just do, actually, let's go in with the light green first, but I think I might just want to dry that pupil so it doesn't bleed. Let's see, like so. Oh, sorry, I keep bumping my camera arm with it. Hopefully that doesn't hurt your ears. So get the light green that we were using. I'm just going to put down a base all over the eye if I can get some pigment off of it. I like these pages just like the play around pages. They're just so much fun. Okay, so there's a base there. Now we're going to go in with the darker green and put in some where you want the darker colors to go, usually like on the outside and on the underside. My voice is going again. Let's see, get some more pigment, and poor thing, he looks a little scared now, but it's okay. There'll also be some white gel pen involved in this for some highlights and some shine. See, like so. And there's usually sometimes like a little darker color by the pupil, but I don't know, try not to cover the whole thing with the dark green. But like something like that ish. And then I don't even know, I think I'm gonna grab my palette and we're going to go back over at least the blue of the fish. So I'm gonna start with the darker blue, and it's just a regular Caran d'Ache palette, but you can use whatever palette you want or that you have. See, and I'm just getting some pigment off of there, and we'll use the bigger brush because this is a pretty big area, and just pick some up, squeeze some water out. Maybe that will help. Let's see, did it go through? Oh, it did not. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some, might be a little bit too much water actually. Put some around where the darker color is. Might have gone in with too much water, or put too much water on my palette. So, but it's okay, we can always go back over with more pigment and less water. Because since we're not pressing down anything, we're not actually using the tooth of the paper, so there's no end to your layering. You can also go over the top with pencils if you want to do that instead. I want to try to keep this a strictly Neo 2 page. Just, I don't have very many just Neo 2 pages. I don't think I have a single one actually. So this will be my first. So except for, you know, a little bit of gel pen. I don't know. I don't think the white would work like a white. I guess we could try. Hopefully it won't make a mess. Let's get some here. It's okay if you get a little bit in the tail, because it will blend in with the green. So like so. Let's see, I'm trying. I probably should have started, you know, over here, but why think about that first? So yeah, hopefully y'all are watching first, and then doing if you're gonna do it, so y'all can learn from my mock-ups. Like so. I can't help myself. I am gonna put a little bit of a shadow under his eye. I always have to put a little bit of a shadow around the eye. Let's see here. Just get some more. And just pull it out. Same with here. Hopefully I'm in frame. Let's see, and I'm trying to figure out what my next color along should be. I mean, this isn't really like a color along. It's more like a let's play with Neo 2s type thing. I don't know. I know I want to use Artezas. I just got the Artezas in yesterday, and I figured I would try them out. So I will find a page to do. As always, if you have any suggestions for a color along, or like a book that you know I have that you want to see me color in for a color along, or whatever, you can let me know in the comments. I do write all everything down, all the suggestions down, and I will get to them all eventually. So, but yeah, if you do have something you want to see me color in, either on stream or as a color along, pre-recorded, just let me know. Let's see, and I'm just I went to the next blue, by the way, which is this? The light blue, I think. Yes. And I might mix it in with some of the Prussian blue on the palette, just to get smoother blend. Put a little bit of the Prussian into it. Just to get a little bit of a smoother blend. And I think the light blue is also a little bit more opaque than the Prussian. The Prussian blue looks a little bit more translucent, while the light blue has more, probably has more white pigment in it, which is what makes the opacity. Usually when colors have more white pigment in them, it usually makes them more opaque. Because white is very opaque usually. at least the pigment is. Let's see, probably not put so much Prussian blue into the light blue now, because we're getting down to the turquoisey part of the fish, or into. Just kind of blending it out, and we'll probably put some of this light blue into the turquoisey color. See, I do have to make a little bit of a better blend up there. Okay, so let's get some of this turquoise on here. And I forgot to do the tail, but I'll do that in a minute. I still have plenty of pigment on my palette. Good lord, words are hard today. Okay, I think I may have to dry it a little bit though before I continue. But yeah, you can just mix some of the colors together if you want to do that. When it's on a palette, it does make for a better blend. Let's see, let's get some in the middle here, and I'm gonna have to dry this soon because I can feel the paper being very wet and thinner. Okay, so I'm just gonna dry it, and I'm just gonna, you know, pause it while I dry it and then come back because it takes too much time. Alright, so this should be dry by now, and we've used a decent amount of water, and you can see it is not coming through on the other side. Let's see if I can just flip it back. So I think I do want to create a little bit of a better blend up here. There's dog hair on my page. And also do more on the tail. I don't know. I still don't know if I do want to go back over the green, because I kind of like the way that came out the first time around. So I'm not sure. See, and I'm just kind of going over with the darker blue again, just to try to create a little bit of a better blend. I might have gone in too heavy there at first, and that can be not easy to smooth out, at least, you know, not for a beginner such as myself. Let's see, get some more in the tail. This is with still with the darkest blue that we used, the Prussian. If you want it even darker, you can mix a little bit of black in with your blue, or even a little bit of a very dark purple, or also you could use a dark red, depending on what kind of like tint you want. I think I'm just gonna stick with the blue though. Oh, and I just went all into the background because I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my palette for some reason. And my palette is always dirty, like always dirty. It's got pigment on it from like a month ago still. Let me see, I need to get some water out. This, there. Let's see, just kind of pull it out, like so. And this is obviously like not gonna be like perfect, because you'd have to go, you know, it's very hard to get like hyper realism and, well, realism in general with watercolors, because they move so much. And that is definitely not at the skill level I'm at. I'd love to learn though, but baby steps. Let's see, and some more of that light blue in here. And And I'm not using as much water as I was using. Because generally it's the more layers you do, the less water, I think. Like you start with a pretty watery base, and then as you layer, you use a little bit less water each time so that it doesn't pick up the stuff underneath it. And also that way it gets brighter and you don't dilute everything underneath it with more water. I used to paint a lot, but I don't paint anymore, so I've pretty much lost all my painting skills. But I still remember the theory. But putting the theory into practice is something completely different. Let's see, put some more of this darker blue, and you can keep tweaking it until you're happy with it. Let's get some more of this light blue. I'd have to get some more light blue down on my palette. I'm not sure. I might have enough actually, because this tail is not so big. Let's see, like so. And my brush is turned like a turquoisey color. Let's see. Then we'll use the turquoisey color. Speaking of turquoise. And just, since it's like the lightest color, we can pretty much just go blend it into both of the colors, or both of the other colors, really. Let's get it in here. Here. I feel like that's all I say. Let's get some here and let's get some there. But that's really like all I'm doing. Getting some here and getting some there. Okay. Like so. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe we'll put some more green down a little. Probably, because I'm pretty happy with the way the fins look. I'm gonna dry it though, so I don't put my hand all over it. And then we'll work some more with the green and tweak it a little bit. So 1 second. Okay, so it's dry. Yes. Then I'm gonna scribble some of the dark green down and also some of the light green down. And that was emerald and yellow green, I think. Yes, so emerald green and yellow green. Let's get some of this blue pigment out of my brush, and let's pick up the emerald, and I'm gonna have to turn my page a little, and let's just go over, and oh, I need to remember where I put it. I almost picked up the blue there. Pull it out a little bit, a little less water than we used last time. There's dog hair on my page, imagine that. And I'm gonna mix a little emerald green into my yellow green just to make like a little bit of a medium, and just go in here, and then some more yellow green at the top, and then some of the mix had a dog hair on my palette. Got dog hair everywhere. Cherry. Let's see here. Okay, and that was a mix, and then we'll go in with just the yellow green. Let's try to get this dog hair off of here. Let's see here. Try to hold my page down. It's got a bit of a crinkle there. See, I do think that looks a little bit better. It's still like a, it looks way like, it looks a little bit like it's not too gradient over here or fading out, but it's, I don't know, it's more noticeable on my screen than it is in real life. Let's just put some more of the emerald and pull it out. Just see if we can try to fix it. I mean, it's looking pretty alright. It's just on my screen it looks so much more noticeable. Like so. And then we'll do the same on the bottom. That's pretty wet right now, so try not to mess with it anymore. Do the emerald. And then the yellow green. I don't know if I need to mix them together. I can just mix them together on the page here. Like so. Maybe some more emerald just down in here. I can get some to stick without lifting it at the same time. See, like so, and then yellow green. Just fade it out. And then last one. I think I'm gonna leave the eye alone. Maybe. I think I may have to actually put down some more emerald green. I don't think I put down enough. Let's see. Put down some more emerald. Probably put down some more yellow green too. See, that was way too much water, so let's try on this side. There, I think that's better. And I'm going to pull it out a little bit just to get that a little bit of a better blend. And then the yellow green. I'm going to mix a little bit of the emerald with the yellow green. Ooh. And then just pick up some yellow green. See, like so. I feel like it should be a little bit better over here. Like I said, my camera picks up the harsh lines better than my eyes, so I Let's see, but something like that. Let's also get some more on the lips though, because they look like I didn't even do anything with them. Just get some off my palette and need to dry first, so 1 second. Okay, so I think it should be mostly dry. So I picked up some of the emerald green with my brush from the palette, and then, but I mean you can do it directly from the crayon too, but I had some more pigment on my palette. Let's see, like so. I think maybe we'll put some just like so, like in there. And let's clean this off. Man, my paper towel is so soaked already. And then the yellow green. Try to blend them together. Like so. I think I said I wasn't going to touch the eye. I'm not going to touch the eye. Go in with the yellow green and just try not to get it into the black. I probably should have done the black last, but I always forget. Put some more yellow green in here, and then a little bit more of the emerald. Let's see, like so. Eyes are not my thing. I'm not good at doing eyes. So let's just do something like that, and then some more maybe of the yellow green. Like so, maybe. And then I am gonna go ahead and just dry it a little bit more, because I want it to be completely dry before I go over with some white gel pen. I can try to do the white Neo too. I don't think it's gonna work though. I don't think it's opaque enough. I mean, if you want to keep it completely water medium ish, you can always go in with some white gouache. See, there's some white. I mean, I don't even know if it shows up on the screen. It does show up a tiny bit, but I don't know if that's because I'm putting whites down or lifting the black. I can't tell. Let's see if it is opaque. Just testing it out to see. And then let me just clean off my brush because I don't want black in the grain there. Let's just see. And I'm picking up quite a bit from the back side. Just put some, I mean, it could be good for like more subtle highlights. Let's see how it goes on the fish. Because I do want maybe some, a little bit like in the middle here. I think I'd have to work it like a lot. A little water, lots of pigment. Maybe like so, and it will also make it more opaque, because that's usually what white does. Let's try to get a little bit like of a shine up here. See if that does show up actually. I'm very surprised. I thought it was just gonna blend in with the blue. I didn't think it was gonna show up at all. Okay, so it is picking up some of the blue underneath it, because I'm getting a little blue on the back of my nail too here. But I can clean it off, and I got shaky hands, so there's shaky lines, but that's all right. Water is fluid anyways, and this, you know, fish is hopefully in water. So let's try some up here. I don't know, I don't think it's gonna, yeah, it's not showing up as well, probably because the color is so much lighter. Let's try. Maybe we'll just use this the Neo 2 instead of a gel pen, because it is showing up like, I guess, good enough, and I guess you can just keep going over. Okay, probably should have started. I always start where I'm not supposed to start, every single time. So let's just go over this a little bit more, and the more you go over, the more it shows up, it looks like, at least until it dries. I do want some over here, but I am picking up a lot of the pigment. Like, there's already like a little dent in my crayon. Let's see, and this isn't very thin lines either, I'm doing it from an angle. You can do finer lines if you want to do that. But yeah, I'm a little surprised that it shows up at all. That's pretty cool. If I make a boo-boo, like, say over here, I can just kind of widen it out a little. I don't even know. Maybe that makes it show up even more. But yeah, I made a little bit of a boo-boo here, so we can just wipe that out a little bit. Erase your boo-boos. And yes, I say boo-boos. See, put some there. And I'm still not sure about a background. I haven't made up my mind yet. It won't be in this video. I want to keep it, yeah, it's just about an hour now, and I kind of want to keep it around an hour long. So if I do a picture that takes longer than that, it will probably be more than one part. But yeah, you can let me know if you want me to do a background. It will probably be sped up with some music in it, because like I said, I'm not going to make y'all sit through 2 hours of background coloring. Let's see. So this is our fish. We finished it. You can, you know, tweak it more if you want to do that. I kind of like it. It's nice and simple, and I'm not going to draw my own patterns on the fish like it says here. I am just not. So this is usually what I do with these pages, and it probably help if I had the whole thing in frame. So yeah, this is usually what I do with these pages. I kind of play with like watercolor, or I think one of the butterfly in here. There's one of these pages with a butterfly on this side, and that's patterned, and then a butterfly that's kind of like the fish, completely open, and it's like drawing your own stuff. I play, and the butterfly, I did like a rainbow thing and a galaxy background. So anyways, for the longest time, I did not know what to do with these draw your own stuff pages, but this is what I do. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you did happen to color along, and I don't even know why I said that. If you did happen to color along, I would love to see your pages. So you can tag me on Instagram. My Instagram is the same as my channel name. It's at Appetite for Coloring. So I would love to see your pages. So yes, so you can tag me there. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Toodaloo.